His smile spread like oil across water. Guess dinner's on me again. I let him enjoy it. Let him believe the lie. He thought my silence meant shame. But in truth, it was restraint. I wasn't broke. I was done paying for people who called theft affection and bruises love. He lifted the glass, smug. He didn't know the check he was about to cash wasn't for me. It was from the IRS. The beginning before the ending. I met him on a Thursday night, the kind of night that smelled of rain and second chances. He had that reckless charm, the kind that blinds you before it burns you. He made promises in whispers. Marriage, loyalty, forever. I believed him. God, I wanted to. Back then, I thought strength meant forgiveness, that loving someone meant covering their debts, patching their holes, keeping the lights on even when I couldn't keep myself warm. He called me his rock. I didn't realize rocks were also meant for sinking. The first crack. It started small, a missing 20 from my wallet, a bruise he swore was my fault for grabbing him too fast. Then the late-night texts. Numbers saved under fake names. Just a coworker, he'd say. I almost wanted to believe him. Almost. But betrayal has a smell. It lingers. One night, I found the message that ended the illusion. Can't wait till she pays off your car so you can finally leave her broke. I didn't cry. Not then. I folded the phone shut and slid it back where I found it. That was the night I stopped being his rock. That was the night I became his reckoning. The switch. I didn't scream. I didn't confront. That would have been mercy. Instead, I studied him the way a surgeon studies a tumor, knowing exactly where to cut so the rot never returns. Every late night he thought I was asleep, I was awake, combing through receipts, accounts, his sloppy tax returns. I learned the passwords he thought he hid, the cash he skimmed, the checks he cashed under the table, and the debt. Oh, the mountain of it. He owed more than love could ever repay. So I stopped paying for him, and I started keeping receipts for myself. The quiet moves. Step 1. Separate. Quietly. I shifted accounts, locked my credit, rerouted my paycheck. He never noticed. He was too busy drowning in his own lies. Step 2. Documentation. Screenshots, printouts, copies of every shady consulting fee he claimed on taxes. I made 3 folders, one for me, one for my lawyer, and one for the IRS. Step 3. Wait. Waiting is power. He thought he had me cornered, thought I was too dependent, too scared, too broken. The longer he believed it, the deeper he dug his own grave. The confrontation. That night at dinner wasn't about food. It was about theater. When the card declined, his laughter filled the room, sharp and cruel. He leaned in, voice low. Guess you finally ran out. Told you I'd drain you dry. I met his eyes, steady, cold. No, I said. I just stopped paying for thieves. He froze. A flicker of confusion, then fear. I slid a manila envelope across the table. Thick, heavy. His name typed on the front. Open it. He did. Inside, tax forms, bank statements, copies of fraudulent returns, letters already addressed to the IRS, the state, and his employer. His hand shook. You wouldn't? I smiled. I already did. The collapse. The color drained from his face as the truth unraveled. He wasn't untouchable. He wasn't clever. He was sloppy, greedy, predictable. He tried threats, promises, begging. But the performance had ended. 2 weeks later, his accounts were frozen. His car repossessed. Employer notified. The IRS knocking on his door, not mine. And me? I was free. My name cleared, my credit intact. My silence broken only by the sound of him falling apart piece by piece. The resolution. People ask if I regret it, if revenge tastes as sweet as they say. Here's the truth. Revenge doesn't taste sweet. It tastes clean. Like rinsing blood from your hands after someone else cut you open. The card didn't decline because I was broke. It declined because I was done. Done paying for lies. Done covering bruises with excuses. Done being his shield while he sharpened his knife on me. The bill came, but not to me. This time, it came stamped with 3 letters that scare men like him more than love, more than loss. IRS. And I didn't have to lift a finger. I just had to stop paying.